Thankfully, I checked the chat and realized I had muted my mic because I was having a coughing fit at the very beginning. My bad, guys. Sorry, let me explain all this stuff again. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Good morning, YouTube. I apologize. For the state of things. Anyway. So, what I was saying before I forgot that I was muted was that, well, first of all, I sound a little funny today and talking a little weird because I had a coughing fit right before I started. And that was kind of precipitated or brought on by the fact that I was in my file earlier trying to edit it, trying to change the Kerbal names. And when I did that, when I changed the name of the Kerbal and then loaded up the file, and I don't know if this is a function of just getting older or, you know, just not thinking like I should be lately, but I have been forgetting to make like backups and, you know, do the proper procedures on stuff, just kind of bullheading my way through things and assuming everything's going to work fine. And that's not been working out for me the last few months. So today I lost my save file. It corrupted it. And yeah, all I did was edit a few characters and then resave the file. And I have a feeling that the editor that I used reparsed the file for some reason. And then like when I tried to load it back up in Kerbal, everything was gone. Well, not everything, just the important stuff. The ship that the Kerbal that I tried to edit was on had disappeared, which was the Indigo Voyage. So, I need to check on my procedure for changing Kerbal names. I need to make sure that I do any backups before I edit any files. Just I have not been doing well, to be honest, and that's okay. It'll get better. That only means I can get better, right? Well, things can always be worse. Let's not think like that. Anyway, we need to do a little radial outburn, I think. Radial out. To hopefully miss the moon over there. If I don't miss the moon, then I'm going to have to readjust my orbit when I get to the periapse again, which is fine. I can do that. Well, that definitely is the right maneuver to make, because that's putting us back to a encounter. That's all that really matters, is that we have an encounter with Mimnus. We gotta get this guy back into orbit over there. And then, can I warp there? No, I cannot warp there. I cannot warp there. I can warp to here, I bet. Warp here. So yeah, if I sound a little odd or seem a little out of it is because that really threw me off this morning, having just finished made my cup of coffee, hadn't even taken a drink, and then realized I totally messed my file up. Mad at myself. There should be a Mun somewhere close. There it is. Hi, Mun. We gotta get through your orbit. Or your influence here. Can we go? We cannot warp that far ahead. How about we just do time warp up here? MO. Oop, 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 oop. Well, we're past the Mun. That's all that really mattered. Okay, are we gonna... looks like we are gonna encounter Mimnus, which is excellent. And we are gonna encounter it on a polar. Perfect. I don't have to do nothing this time. I can just let it go. Yeah, we can just let it go to about right here. There goes the Mun again, and Memnus, and the Mun and Kerbal. Where's Memnus? Come here, buddy. Be coming to us any minute now. Is that him coming right over there? Maybe. Where are we at? Well, it should be him. Her. I don't know. The planet. Do you refer to a planet as a him or a her or a they? Probably they. There's Memnus. And we're almost there. Okay, cool. And retrograde. Man, I can't get that frog out of my throat this morning. Ribbit, ribbit. I'm gonna take another sip of coffee. Maybe I can get my voice to stop being phlegmy. There we go. Feels a little better now. Oh. Yeah, I need to zoom in and see where we're actually at. Close to Periaps is about right there. Let's go right up to the Periaps before we start our circularization burn. And I probably can look at this. Is this thing? Oh, this thing. Hang on. Thing's thruster limited because we're making precise maneuvers earlier. Alright, that's an orbit of some sort. Now, I could technically go up to the Apple-Apps right now and do the rotation, because this is not the orientation I really want to be around Mimnus. So maybe I will do that. Maybe I will just allow it to go up there. And then we will do... I don't know if normal or anti-normal's faster. The sun is... I mean, it would be better to go... Would be better to go one way over the other. Slightly more efficient. Add maneuver. Here we go. Gotta figure out which way we want to go. I think we want to go this... Nope. We want to go this way. Yeah, because that's going to take... That would be this button. Let's just kill that now. I don't really need the maneuver node. I just needed to know which direction to go to be most efficient. And it's this direction. It was the other direction. Dang it. Anyway, this is a pretty cheap maneuver at this height. Altitude off of Mimnus. Just kind of comparing our orbit to the sun, and we want to kind of get it to be 90 degrees to the sun, so that when we using our solar panels, we get lots of power. That should be it right about there. That's pretty close. Okay. So now we could take our Periaps down to about... Actually, probably want to take our Periaps... Well, it's already at 750. That's good. That's actually kind of where we want it. And then if we come down to warp to back down to the periapse, and we'll bring that apoapse back down to about 700 as well. That seemed flat with the... Like we could have went a little further. The anti-normal at this point. Not quite there. That looks better. Yeah, very close to the meridian. Is that where they call? Is that what they call the line where the sunset and sunrise happen on a planet? The meridian line. I think so. I want to say that's right. Anyway, retrograde. Let's bring our apoapse down to about 700. And okay, that's good. So what I want to do is I actually want to keep it at 700, but I want to right here add a maneuver. Not right there, right about there-ish. And then we want to bring this down to around 100 on the other side. Right about like that. Let's go ahead and warp to there. Double check what you guys are saying. Yeah, so all of that does stink. That happened to me this morning, but it is my own fault because I knew I should have made a backup, but it just, I was like, oh, I got like 20 minutes to get this done. Let's just make this edit. Should be no problems. Never assume that there's not going to be a problem, I guess. Because there was definitely a problem. And we want to bring our periapse right down to about 100. Well, pretty much what the maneuver tells us to do will be fine. And kill that. And there we go. Okay, so that brings us back to the point where we were at the end of the last... Well, not quite, because we still got to relaunch that whole rocket to Duna and... Duna and Eve, but we need to reset up our alarms and stuff like that, too, for that. So, apparently there is some science that we have not... Ooh, infrared telescope. Yep, transmit that. Science that we hadn't gathered yet. Alright, so let's start the scans. Start all the scans. Can't do that. Start object tracking? No, can't do that. Start that scan. Start that scan. Start that scan. Start that scan. I think I got them all. I think I got them all running now. And then we'll go... What is it, normal? Yep, if we face it normal, then all of our solar panels will have... Actually, anti-normal would probably be better because... then all that equipment won't be in the way of the solar panels. There we go. Now they can all face the that way. They all get full sun this way. Full sun. Lots of power. There'd be no issues with power. No issues with power at all. Okay. Alright, now that's in position and it started all of its scans. We should be good to go ahead and jump back to... Oops. What am I doing here? Get out of the map. Get out of the map. Jump back to the Space Center. Okay. now we got to get the Space Center back to where it was at the end of the last stream. Because I do know that I had purchased the upgrade on mission control over here. Upgrade that. Let's just do that. And then I went in and I accepted all of the available missions. Just do it. Whatever they are, we're going to eventually get them done. Eventually. We just need the monies. We need the monies. Okay, that puts us back up to 2 million. That is better than where we were at last time. But we had launched that satellite towards, what was it, Fortuna? Yeah. Unfortunately, we realized that we weren't even close to the proper window to do that. Oh yeah, let's go check on the voyage. Make sure that it's okay. Because if it's not okay, then yeah, this whole thing's for naught. But let's for now figure that it should be fine. Oh, I was like Virum's debris, yeah, but I did just accept. Probably did just accept a mission that added that, so that's normal. Indigo voyage fly. This is the big test right here. This is where it corrupted on me last time. Nope, we're fine. It loaded right up. Okay, which is super important. Yeah, I tried to change Tunkus to Bardwick, but yeah, that corrupted my file. At least the way that I had tried to do it. So I will have to look into backing up the file and attempting it another way before next week. And hopefully I'll have some names for these other 2 Kerbals as well. So we still have a female scientist and a male scientist. I'm going to make Bardwick the engineer. So yeah, we still do have 2 Kerbal names to go, and I will make it happen because I know that it's possible. I just need to make sure that I'm editing the file correctly. And sorry about that. But yeah, that's all there is to that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy this is out here and doing its thing. Actually, now that we're in a solar orbit now, right? Yes, we are. Kind of staying relatively close to Kerbin, and I could, you know, really easily meet back up with Kerbin without too much maneuver. Oh, jeez. But while we're here, let's transmit our science. Yes, because we do have a bunch of science to transmit. Transmit science, because yeah, that must have been one of the things that got reverted, because I do know we transmitted the science at one point last week, and it was about that much. It's basically full. It needed to be transmitted because it can't really do any more research right now because data storage is overflowed. Oh, let's speed this up a little bit. Should be no problem with power here. Nope, okay. Good. Science has been transmitted. We're going to review data real quick and just... What? Again. What? Okay. Keep it. Whatever. Apparently I have some crew reports that are redundant. I'm not sure if I saved them for a particular reason. Possibly. Well, that's the EVA report that I could transmit for 32 science right now. But that's from the surface of Memnus. That would be a lot more science if I process it in the lab. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll just keep them and process them all in the lab eventually. They'll all eventually turn into science. There's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be the thing that gets us the all the science we need for the rest of the series. This thing right here. Eventually, it's going to be, you know, it only comes in so fast. It only comes in so fast. It will get better as our scientists level up, but our scientists aren't going to level up until they land on another astral body that's not Kerbal, the Mun, or Memnus, because they've been there. I don't know if they've all been to the Mun. That might give him a little bit of experience, but it's not much. It's not going to give him enough to level up. Anyway, Indigo Voyage is fine. The crew is fine. Everything is functioning pretty much fine. So back to Space Center. So I suppose, even though we were going to do the Duna and Eve launches, since we are so far out from an actual launch window, I think it'd be better to work on some of the other missions that we have for the rest of the stream. Which does mean that whole launch last week kind of got reverted. It's going to go the same way. I still have the save files, right? Like the file that because I only did the one launch. I didn't really do the other one yet. And I was actually thinking of changing the Eve launch into an Eve / Moho launch, because I only need one satellite for Moho, right? Hang on, let's open it up. Oh, it's even there. It's the auto save. We should actually just click save real again too, because I do remember making some last minute adjustments to this and not saving it. But there we go. It's saved now. But yeah, this has 3 of those of our top grade satellites on there. The Gen 3s. There's 3 Gen 3s on it. This one is going to Duna, and it's going to leave one of those Gen 3s in the solar orbit, and the other 2 are for Duna and Ike. Now, for the Eve mission, Eve Moho? I'm probably spelling it wrong. Is it H-O? Ugh, I don't know. I feel like it's J-O. It's probably wrong. Anyway. We'll save that too, because it's going to go to Eve. And what I'm thinking is that we pass through the Eve system, use the gravity of Eve to throw us down to Moho. So basically we'll do this thing where as we're coming through Eve, we'll drop off our 2 satellites. We'll just kind of leave them there. They'll use their fuel to get into the orbit that they need, which is why they have fuel, so that they can do things like that. And then I will try to come through and go past Eve in a manner that kicks us down to Moho, and then we can drop off that 3rd satellite in Moho, and then we'll have we can complete the whole lower orbit bodies with one launch. At least that's the plan. For scanning purposes, anyway. That's the plan. So we'll save that one too. Because this one's probably going to need a little bit of adjustment. This one's probably going to need just a little more fuel than the Duna one. I think the Duna one is okay the way it is. And you remember, I actually did change this from the original launch. I added, like, this tank right here is bigger. And I do remember that this bottom was not quite enough to get us into orbit the way I wanted to. I had to use a little bit of fuel. It's probably okay. Maybe I can do something by just adding just a touch of fuel right here. I mean, really, there's like a touch of fuel right there. Would that do it? It like did nothing. Did it? What was 2? Yeah, I like it did practically nothing. It'd have to be more than a touch of fuel. It'd have to be like at least that much fuel. Of course, now we're getting tall and wiggly, potentially. Tall and wiggly. So we would want to do some structure reinforcing here. Oops. Give me that. There we go. It won't even go that high. That's hilarious. Can I get it to attach there? That can only go to there. It won't even let me go up that. So yeah, it won't let me do those struts longer than that. Weird. Well, we'll leave that though. That'll give a little bit of stability to that little bit of extra there, I guess. Oh, you know what else I really wanted to do is I wanted to look in the aerodynamics and see if I had something to... Oh, I don't. Okay. That. Leave here. Trying, you know, I've been kind of... Sorry if I'm not getting all the chat, guys. Yes, yay. The voyage is fine. Okay. I need to load this on my phone so I can have the chat here a little better. There we go. That will help. Okay. Get in here. We've got a whole bunch of science. Let's research. What else we got? We only got 2 left there. 2 left to go. Now, are those the ones I needed, though? I think it was one of these down here that actually gave me what I was looking for. There it is. Air brakes. Good. Now we have air brakes. Get back in here. And the reason I wanted air brakes is because I think that will allow us to keep those last 2 engines from blowing up on a reentry for the it? Oh, I didn't purchase them. Here, we'll just purchase those. So I don't need any of the other things at the moment. Why is that weird? Okay. And then if I put an air brake right there like that, and then what is it? Deploy? Oh, now that's an interesting thought. I think those are actually upside down. Would they actually go... I mean, that's the way that it... Well, that's the default way of placing it. I feel like it would be going the other way would be better, but okay. We'll leave it like that. Leave it like that. And then I will need to I will probably want to put those on an action group. Actions... Custom 1, it has nothing, so we'll just do the toggle there. I don't really need anything else on... No, definitely don't need anything else on action groups. Okay, that should be good. Alright, we'll save that. And then I'm also going to reopen the other one and put the air brakes on it too. ScanSat Gen 3s. Gen 3 to Duna, load. Let's put the air brakes on this one too. Toggle, there we go. And then save that. All right, let's look at the actual... Ooh. Voice kind of got cracky there for a second. Sorry. Let's go look at the actual missions that we have and figure out which one we're going to do. Because we still need to get that 3.3 million credits, roots, whatever you want to call it. We need it. We need it. And we need it because we want to get that science. We want to get all the things. But yeah, we need to look at what we got going on right now. We can ignore the ScanSat ones. Those will just happen automatically. Except for, of course, Duna and Eve and Gilly, because we don't have the ScanSats out there yet. But these ones... Well, some of those ones should be okay. These ones should go now again. I do think that they had been cleared up by the end of the last mission. End of the last stream. We'll just have to wait for them to clear up again, unfortunately, because of the whole thing. New orbital station around Kerbal. How can we do this one? The interesting thing here is we don't necessarily have to leave it there. It can just go up there, be there for a bit, and come back down. Okay, so build a station has an antenna, docking port, and generate power. The station must be fully launched when assembled. Have facility for 5 Kerbals, maintain stability. that's just a regular old launch to me. So any mission I could probably complete this on. As long as I, make sure I do the has a docking port and generates power and an antenna. Which should not be an issue. Most of my current vessels have all that. So let us. Oh, I should not have taken a test thing. That's kind of silly. I could probably import stack separator 25 splashdown. Okay, that's something I might need to just do real quick. That's not even that much. Detect 2 comets. We're not going to be able to do that until we have our satellite out there, or our telescope out in solar orbit, so that's not ready for that. Explore Mimnus. I still don't understand why this one didn't complete when we did that that other part. That other mission. Anyway, but we still need to dock 2 vessels together around Mimnus. I think I did discuss why I thought that didn't count, but... and then we got to get Verben's Dream from orbit. So maybe we can combine this one. You can't see that I'm pointing at my screen, but yeah, we combine this one with satellite in orbit of the Mun. With this one. Yeah, I don't really see new surface outpost on Mimnus. What? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. This one. So let's just do the 2. Let's do the 2. Let's recover this vessel and orbital station around Kerbal. Those are the 2 we're going to concentrate on this particular mission. So recovering that is easy. Then we just need to make sure that we have room for 5 on the vessel. Let's load up the tow package. Hey, A4, how's it going, bud? It is. We are gonna be. We're gonna end up relaunching these guys. Since you missed the beginning of the stream, my save got corrupted. We had to do a little bit of backpedaling. Thankfully, I had an auto save. No, quick save. I had a quick save that was very close to the end of the last stream, so I didn't have to it didn't undo too much progress. In fact, really at this point, after I got that satellite back in orbit of Mimnus, that was the only bad part. Everything else I don't really care if it got undone, because it just gives me more opportunity to improve it before I do launch it, which is this thing right here, the Duna mission. What did I come into here for? Dang it. I totally lost what I was doing now. Oh, we were about to load a vessel so that we could take care of these missions. So, we want the tow package because that's going to be the easiest one to modify for this mission. Tow package single, loaded up. This also has the 6 remover probes on it, so I'll be able to remove 6 more pieces of trash. But most importantly, is this needs to support 5 Kerbals. It has all the other requirements. Can generate power. Has an antenna. And if we look in here, it doesn't really. Oh, it has to have a viewing cupola. Oh, that's the Mimnus one. Okay, don't worry about that one. That's not the one we're doing. Good thing, because I don't want to have to redesign this entirely. It has to have a docking port, can generate power, station must be full assembled. Support at least 5 Kerbals, sustain, maintain stability for 10 seconds. Put your station in orbit. Okay, so we just need to add room for 2 more Kerbals. Now, it doesn't have to be functional room. So what I can do is I can just take this really... Is this lightweight, isn't it? This is 0.1 ton, and it holds 2 Kerbals, right? Does it? Yes, it holds 2 Kerbals. Wait, that's how much inventory it has. True? Crew to operate 1. What? This only carries 1? Is that right? It doesn't seem right here. Well, this okay, there we go. No, it's got room for 5. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it was 2. But yeah, it's got room for 5 now. Okay. Sadly, that is going to get destroyed. Yeah, because it has to be in that part, because I'm ditching this lower part once we get into orbit. And this needs to stay on there, so otherwise it won't count. Alright, so facility, put your station in orbit of Kerbal. That's all there is to that. And then the other thing is we're going after a guy who's in probably low carbon orbit. I think we're good here. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to save this one. I'm just going to launch it with that little modification. Oh, shoot. I am probably going to have to bring him back in because I bet you... Well, I mean, we wouldn't have to. But I know that I'm going to have a pilot here. Yes, I have a pilot here. I would prefer to have an engineer. Well, I guess we'll use one of the probes to remove the debris. Oh, where is he at? He's way up here, isn't he? There he is. That's our target. Wow, he's way up there. Well, that's good. That's okay. That means we can launch straight up. There's no reason to worry about trying to get that super low orbit. We can launch straight up and then circularize once we get up there. Full throttle. Double check my staging. This should be on its own little stage. That's good. That's good. That's all good. Good. Yeah, I think that should be good. I think we're okay. All right, let's 3, 2, 1 this. And I'm not even going to worry about the engineer. We are a go. And yeah, I don't think it really matters where this guy is in orbit because we're going to get a much lower orbit and then we're going to boost up to him to meet him. Just checking out different camera angles here. What's our Apple apps already? Not too bad. Target, orbit, prograde. Alright, well, so far so good. And I'll cut the engines now. We'll wait till I get up closer to the Apple app circularize. It's more than sufficiently out of the atmosphere. Why is the ship so wiggly? Why are you wiggling, ship? Turn the SAS off first. I'll do a little warping here. Things going. Alright, we're out of the atmosphere. Cast off that shell. And get back to point in retrograde here. We're almost to Apple apps here. T-minus 35, 34, 33, 32, 30. And now we're wiggling again for some reason. When it gets up to T-minus 1 minute, I'm going to cut the engines again and wait. Alright, and then we'll do some physics warp. I want to get pretty close. I want about like T-minus 10 seconds to finish off that fuel. And I'm looking at this little tiny window down here. I don't know if you guys can read that on your screen or not, but yeah, that's the information I'm using. I should probably get the Kerbal Engineer and put a lot of that information up here. And maybe make it a little bit bigger. But yeah, we're just going to burn this fuel out now. And we should be in orbit. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so now we do decouple. And I'm going to give it just a little fuel to pull away. Switch back over to this. Spin it around if I can. Oh, that's right. This takes forever to move. Does this not have reaction wheels in it? Is that's right. I think this is the one I forgot to put a reaction wheel in. Yep, it sure is. I've got like almost no reaction wheel at all. There is a tiny reaction wheel in the command module of this, which is all that is working. I mean, I really want to use the fuel, but I've got such a tiny amount left. I need it to deorbit it. So we just got to be patient. Oh, you know what would help though, if I did some physics work and kept my finger on the button. I mean, it doesn't really matter if this goes around for a while. Okay, that's pretty close to retrograde. There we go. We deorbited. Nice. just enough fuel to deorbit it. That was like perfect. Yeah, perfect. Oh shoot! I didn't put the fins on this. I was gonna put the airfoils on it. The air brakes. Okay, I guess we get some explosions then. That's what's probably gonna happen then. All right, let's find out. Yeah, dang it. I forgot to put air brakes on it. That would have made a big difference. I could have tested that right here. Because if that's all it takes to save those other two engines, that's a worthy investment. Because the engines are a lot more expensive than those air brakes. Well, and then I would be getting the money back from the air brakes anyway, as long as it landed safely. So if it would let those other two engines survive, it would be a pretty good investment, I think. What do you guys think? I know you guys like the bullet explosions. I'm gonna have to slow the time warp down here in a second. Yeah, right about there, because this is where they start heating up, and if it's in time warp, it is a lot more likely to go poorly. A lot more likely to go poorly. So yeah, as you can see, engines do. Yeah, we just don't have enough drag. We need to slow down a little faster in this atmosphere. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because yeah, if I could just bleed off a little bit of speed right about here with air brakes, even if I have to like, pull them in and out, tap them basically. Even if I had to do that, just to give it that tiny little bit of drag that it needs to not explode these engines. Although, it looks like I might have got an angle that... No, I'm not going to say anything. We're still going to get... Some of them are going to explode. One of them is going to explode. I can see that each... Nope. Boom. Nope. Boom. Boom. There go the two engines. I knew I was going to lose two. It's been very, very consistent. Two engines go boom, and then it slows down enough to not blow up anymore. Okay, so yeah, we dang it! If I had put the air brakes on, we would have known. We'd have known if that other design is going to be good for the future. Well, that's okay. We'll get another mission up today, and don't let me forget the air brakes, guys, because you know. You know I want to save all my lower stages as much as possible. I need the monies. Need that moolahs. Mo money, mo money, mo money. And recover. Nice. Does it list it by part, like how much I get back? Let's see how much we're losing by letting those two engines blow up. If we can figure that out. It should be the next. Okay. Yeah, it does. It does actually. This skipper right there, 4,900. So almost $5,000 for each one of those engines that I bring back. Oh no, that's the skipper, because I only have one mainsail. Really? The mainsail's actually cheaper. I get less than the skipper. Oh, because there's four. Quantity 4. I see. Never mind. So quantity 4. Divide that by 4. I'm only getting like 125 or 1,250 approximately. Yeah, well, actually, right there it tells me 1,240 exactly part value. Okay, done. Anyway, now we know. Now we know we're losing $2,000 by not. Wait, should we be? I mean, no, we don't need to go in here. Dang it! Oops. Oops. Oh well, here. Remove that because that's not part of the standard package. And then let's put our air brakes on there so we don't forget next time. Put them right there, and then actions. Toggle arming advanced grabbing units. Oh. Well, that's fine. It won't matter if that's a thing, because even though I've got to toggle these units on there, by the time that I hit the one button for either of those things, they'll be separated, so it's fine. Toggle. Save. Leave. Good for next time now. Consistency, that's what you want from a space program. Yes, you are right. Consistent success, preferably, not fair. Okay, doobadoo. Yeah, back to the rescue, and well, the other mission might have even been completed already. Now that I think of it, because he's in orbit. They're in orbit. The package single. It's in orbit, so did it complete? I didn't even notice. I didn't even check. I should have went in the command center and checked. Because it might have been more missions for me to accept at this point. Which would be good. Let us... Yeah, no, it's cleared. We already cleared the other one. Nice. Just kind of looking through here, see if there's anything else I can easily do while we are up here. Yeah, no. No, there's nothing easy. So the only other thing I'm going to be doing is collecting our guy. Where's he at? He's way up there. I feel like it would be better to meet him at the periaps. Wait, no. The apoaps is where he's going to be moving the slowest. But we're going to try to meet him at the periaps. Add a maneuver. And yeah, if I can, and that's also close to the what you call it here? The ascending and descending nodes, so interesting. Yeah, we want to go the other way. Well, that's okay. Let's do something like this, which gets us up crossing the path, and then we're gonna have to figure out what orbit we want to actually make the intercept, or make the fine adjustments to get that intercept, because he's definitely not getting there right now. So that's 700. Just checking on our fuel levels here. Yeah, we're plenty good. We're plenty good. Would that be prograde and warp to this maneuver? I guess. He has well. And that's good, because that went around an orbit, and we've got to go around a whole bunch of orbits if we're going to wait for him to get to there. Might as well fire this up good. Yeah, really not concerned with the maneuver at this point. Probably went too high. I did. I'm like, wait, the maneuver is going the wrong way. Like, yes, it is. Let's bring it back down a little bit. That was a oops. It's a good thing I realized that, because I wasn't paying much attention to the maneuver, it wasn't telling me the information I needed to know. It's just that went my app. So I should just looked at my app apps and got it close to the periaps of this. 2004 or 2.4 million and 2.7 now, 6, 5. I ever stop right by there. That's good. That's what I was looking for. Now I'm gonna add a maneuver here, right? But I'm gonna go. Can I orbit? There we go. So this orbit, we're actually gonna be coming really close to him. So this is where I would actually want to make my adjustments to maybe. Oop. Okay, maybe I need to actually make the adjustment over here. Oh, actually, now I need to go back one orbit. Oh. What's that purple? Intersect 56K. That's not too bad. Oh, let's try to get some of this writing out. There we go. 50, 32, 30, 20. Intersect of 25 kilometers. That seems pretty good. We can. I'm pretty sure we can whittle it down from there. Man, if I had a viewing cupola, this would have counted for the Memnis mission. There's no way I have enough fuel on it to get to Memnis and back, though. And land and then come back, I mean. So there's we go. That's the maneuver we need to make. Let's go ahead and warp to it. Round and round we go. Woof. Oh, that was... Get us prograde. And it's a super low amount of burn time, 0.7 seconds. Okay. So I could probably start making this adjustment anytime I want. All right, I'm gonna kill that. I'm just gonna go prograde. Looking at the separation now. Getting lower, lower. Well, that's pretty close. 23. That's better than what we originally was gonna get. So we're good right there. Now we can probably just kind of warp to here. Let's double check that he is actually going to catch up with us. Yes, he is totally going to catch up with us. Go warp here. I'm going to switch this to target and I'm going to go retrograde. Get ready for this anyway. Getting ready for this. Okay, y'all ready for this? Alright, let's get as close as we can dare with warp. It's gonna stop, right? Yeah, okay. There we go. Oh, we can see him. We can see him. There's our target. 42 kilometers away and approaching relatively... Wow, target. 7... I've got 761 meters to wipe off. I better start. I better start slowing down right now. In fact, it looks like he's starting to get... Oh, no, he's still getting closer, but... Let's just kill this relative velocity. And that'll put us in approximately the same orbit as our target. Alright, I want to take it slow now. I want to be precise. Very, very, very precise. Okay, close enough. Alright, let's look at the target. Ooh, wow. We are not going to have a ton of fuel left after all of this, that's for sure. That's okay. It should be enough to get us out of orbit, I hope. Oh yeah, we still got... Yeah, what am I thinking? We still got all the probes. Okay, we want to be going towards them, but much faster. He's 28 kilometers away still, so... Probably 50 kilometers an hour towards him, probably pretty good. That should give us an intersection that's 8.8. Okay, cool. Let's warp to there. Just get a lot closer. Oh, retrograde. This is a lot closer, but I mean, technically that might even be close enough. If I can tab over to him, it's technically close enough. Or switch vessels. Which I can. Okay, cool. Alright, well. Oh, and it's a scientist. Nice. Okay, so that right there, just the fact that this is a scientist makes me okay with the whole losing a little bit of progress and having my file corrupted earlier, because this rescue mission in the previous version of the save file this was an engineer. And I'm really happy that I don't have another dang engineer to deal with. And I actually got what I needed, was the scientist. So that's good. RCS. Okay. Where is the there's the ship. Which is really good. Alright, now I head right for it. 12 kilometers an hour. Yeah, it'll get there here in a second. Adjusted my trajectory as we come in. Are we in free cam? No, there's free cam. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. Oh. At least I didn't smash into the side of the thing and knock my dude out. That would not have been ideal either. So, oh, you know what? We can go in the cupola and then transfer him into the actual stage that's going to be going back. Yeah, that'll work. Or a cupola. It's not a cupola. It's landing can. There we go. Okay, get him on board. All right. Transfer crew. Transfer him up to here. We don't want no crew down there because that's not coming back. All right, and then what I want to do is decouple one of these guys. Nice. All right, where is our... I don't see it now because it's not our target. There it is. Well, that's what we want to do. We want to activate this engine. Woo! Cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Doing a quick 10x thing here to get to closer faster. Okay. Let's go retrograde. Getting closer. Trying to keep my approach speed around between the 1 and 2 kilometer mark so that I'm going to go ahead and arm my grabber. Alright, we should be good. And we'll just use this to deorbit this piece, and then I'll have 5 more left over before we... in fact, I probably will release them up to this higher altitude because we need some stuff taken out of higher altitude orbits. And this will be a good way to test whether or not they can do that. So let's control from here. Turn our SAS on, go retrograde. And in theory, this should be able to deorbit this, hopefully. I maybe should have waited till I was up at the apoapse. Well, this is a terrible spot to deorbit it from. Well, looks like I'll be okay though. I've hardly used any of the fuel. Not bad. As long as we get the periapts down into the atmosphere, we're okay. Yeah, I totally should have waited till I was up here in that orbit, by the way. Now what I want to do, though, is after I get this done, I want to get back over to our tow package vessel and circularize it right where it's at, because that is the orbit. It is crossing all the orbits of all these satellites that need to be removed. And yeah, totally going to deorbit the part. No problem. Alright, let's watch it, because I know you guys like the explosions. Oh, you know what? Is that... I did. Okay, that's okay. We'll let it go around. I don't think there's any point in having the SAS on, because it's gonna go boom. One way or another. Gonna burn up or impact. Boom! Oh, we're gonna get more booms? Nope, no more booms. No more mid-air booms, anyway. It makes me wish I would have put a... almost makes me wish I would have put a parachute on these. And... ba-boom. Okay. Back to the tracking station. Oh my goodness, look at the grid of lines. Fly. Okay. Unfortunately, this guy is now beyond the point where I wanted to circularize. Right? Oh yeah, way beyond that point. So we need to get back to here. Retrograde. There we go. Okay, so I mean, it's not perfect. It definitely doesn't line up with these guys. In fact, if I wanted to, what do I do? Radial out? Radial out. If I wanted to get any better, I could do a little radial out action right here to try and you know, make that better. But I'm running out of fuel. I might have to use one of these grabbers to deorbit this portion of the thing. Yeah, but I think we're okay to stage. No, not that stage. I want to do this stage. Right here. Release the 5 probes. Release the probes! Okay, there they go. Man, I should have kept one. Just in case. I know how to do that. Okay, now we're controlling one of these guys. I'm going to arm its little thing. And give it a little toot of gas. See if we can just jam onto that. There we go. Now we got ourselves a little extra potential if we have to, if we need it. Okay, so now we need to get ourselves out of orbit. Make sure we are control from here. Control from here. Yes, please. We need to go retrograde. I think everything's moved out of the way enough that we can spin without having to worry about bumping anything. And then, are we at our we're kind of halfway between the Apo apps and Peri apps. It would be much, yeah, it'd be much more efficient if we go to here to do our deorbit. You can watch all of those little probes fly off and do their little dance. 3 of them are off that direction anyway. There's like one over that way, and then one's already gone, and the other one's attached. Okay. But there we go. Now we're retrograde. We are at our Apo apps. We should be good to deorbit, as we're gonna try. Hopefully I've got enough fuel left in this stage to do so. Did I? No. No, I did not. But we can stage here. Double check. Yeah, we're good. Nothing happened. There we go. And then I'm just going to move this away a little bit. In fact, let's get this to an almost deorbit. I'm looking for a periapse around 50K for a good deorbiting air brake. 55, 54, and 51, 50-ish. Okay, good enough. Can I switch over to the other one now? No, I'm too far away from it. This. Switch to. Now, a nice thing about if I'm not actually in control of the one with the Kerbals in it and it goes through that lower atmosphere, it won't have any effect on it. It'll just go right through. No problem. But what I need to do is control from here, retrograde, and then because of the crazy weight, I'm gonna have to keep the throttle a little low. And yeah, it's working. All right, so we'll just do a physics warp here to keep that way. Keep the throttle low, but not take forever in a day. And hopefully we got just enough fuel in this to get it deorbited, because that's gonna suck if we don't. Because then we'll have a little conglomeration of junk that we have to eventually come back and get with something else. Alright, yeah, it's just a matter of letting this burn out of its fuel here. And then we can watch the periapse. Ooh, we're actually almost there. We're almost there. It'll be deorbited here in a second. Now, the question is, do we follow this to deorbit, or do we switch back over to the other vessel and get them landed and then come back and follow this to deorbit? Of course, if we get the orbit low enough, periapse low enough, it will just smash into the ground, and it will. Yep, oh, there we go. We are at ground smash right now. So there's no way that this one is ever going to survive. Now, if we want to see it explode, we got to follow it. I'm pretty sure, well, it's gonna go faster, so let's see, let's watch these guys come in. And about the same. Those guys are going to end up going right through the atmosphere, although it looks like I'm going to be able to switch over to them before they exit the atmosphere. If I follow this down. Oh, it ain't going to last long. It ain't going to last. It's almost overheated already. Look at that. He's coming in hard and fast. Go boom, boom. Bada boom. Big bada boom. Lots of little boom. Oh, it spun over just at the right time to avoid the explosion. Boom! Oh, multiple. Break up. Break up. Parts breaking up. Things flying everywhere. Boom. 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 Any more boom? No more boom. Okay. Now we just get splish. That was some nice fireworks. Alright, let's speed this up. We don't got all day. We need to switch over to the other vehicle. This gotta get destroyed. Smash thine self into the water. Hurry up. Oh man, it's just flipping all over the place and going slow. Aerodynamics. But that was a fun deorbit. That was a real fun deorbit. I've never, can't remember actually ever getting, you know, explosions all around the vehicle that I'm currently looking at. That was part of the vehicle that, you know, yeah. Anyway, tracking station. That was fun. Booms all over the place. Yes. Yeah, that was a first for me. I've never gotten. It's never been that spectacular. That was pretty good. Tow package land probe. Where are we at? We are right. Oh, it's already going back up out of the atmosphere. All right, we'll fly it anyway. We'll follow it out of the atmosphere and follow it around. What? What is this? That's not what I expected. That's another one of the pieces of the thing. Oops. Oops. I guess you get to watch another splash. Okay. Tracking station. Oops. Alright, don't know what that was. No, actually, I do know what that was. The deorbiter. What was left of the deorbiter that didn't go boom. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, I gotta actually... Where are they at? This. Fly that. That's what I want to fly. Well, for having such a rocky start, I am enjoying myself today quite a bit, I must say. I must say. All right, yeah, we're already out the atmosphere. Let's just go ahead and warp all the way around. Whee till we hit the atmosphere again. And then we're gonna go retrograde. Start those engines up. We can actually time warp this too. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, whoops. Here, throw that away. Oh. Actually, are we saving the engine? I think we're saving the engine. Get a little bit of extra money back in that tank. I think we can, anyway. Might as well. May as well. Yeah, because we got plenty of parachute. Worst case scenario, it impacts the ground a little too hard and the engine breaks. But we should be fine. Put the antenna up. Does that matter? Probably doesn't matter. Pretty plasma. Here, let's speed it up a little bit. Ooh, that makes things go weird. Ooh, there's that. Ooh, that's cool. I never noticed that before. There's like a disturbance in the air that was going really... That was cool. Anyway, I liked it. Speed it back up. I think I made the adjustments on these. I did not make the adjustments on these parachutes. Oops. All right, I have to remember to do that in the future is to reset the altitude at which the parachutes deploy, because I don't need this super long amount of time to land after the parachutes deploy. They should probably only deploy like 1,000 meters. And that should be more than sufficient. Even 500 would probably be okay. And doop and roll. Okay, recover. That should be the end of a few missions, and we're gonna check our status on our monies and stuff now. Ooh, this is a good time to mention that if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit that like button. If you do want to help out the channel, go ahead and subscribe. You can always use a few more. And if you want to know when we're streaming, ring that bell. I am tossing around the idea of maybe doing another edited series on Minecraft, maybe, or something. So that could be coming up in the future. Let me know what you guys think of that. How excited you would be for that, whether or not that would be the thing that you would want for your support. Because I got a couple you guys like to support me. I really, you can't even know how much I appreciate it. Every little bit helps, especially when you're me. Anyway, but yeah, I'd kind of like to know what my supporters, what direction they'd like to see me go in, if they want to see more of those edited videos, or if they're okay, if they're happy with this streamed content. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, we were gonna go and check in on, well, first of all, monies, not that much more, unfortunately. Let's go check on active contracts. Did we complete any? Well, we obviously completed the rescue mission, duh. And the outpost mission that we just got. What's we got available? We got 3 available. Rescue Marguerite. Yes, yes, please. We'll take another rescue. Ferry 2 tourists to their destination. Where do they want to go? Suborbital space flight. Suborbital space flight. Oh, that's almost nothing. That money's just not worth it there. And repair a satellite in orbit of the moon. And we got something else to do in orbit of the moon as well, I think. So let's grab that. I am hesitant to take this one because it's just like such a little amount of money. Like, I don't even think that covers the cost of launching a vehicle. That doesn't even cover the fuel cost. Come on, guys. I want to hit X, but that, you know, that does things that we're not supposed to. That would cause our reputation to go down. We just gotta like wait for it to automatically clear itself, I guess. Let me see. What time are we actually at? We still got about 30 minutes in the stream. Well, we got back on track. We got our save back on track anyway. We got a couple missions cleared. Oh, you know what I should do while I'm thinking about it is we need to put our alarms back in. We need to create our not manual alarms. We want planetary transfer windows. We want to go from Kerbal to Eve. Add an alarm. And then we want to do another one. Planetary. Duna. Add an alarm. 305 days to Eve. 350 days to Eve. Wait, how many days is the year? Does that mean our Eve window is like right now? How many days are in a year? that makes me feel like Eve should be like right now. Here, let me look. Go to the tracking station. That makes me feel like Eve should be like, I should be launching right now if I'm going to Eve. Let me look here. Eve is way over there. No, definitely not the right time to launch for Eve. Eve should be behind us in orbit. No, it's way... Okay. Because it's got to get over to here. That's why it's 305 days. Okay. Makes a little sense now, I guess. And we barely have communication with that satellite that's over at Eve right now. And Duna is... 100 would be like here. Okay, so... No, definitely not in a good launch window for either of those. So, as much as I hate to admit it, the clock is right. The clock is correct. The alarm clock here. Ooh. We're on year 3. Interesting. Okay, now it makes a little more sense. We got 305 days to, or 350 days to Kerbal. Oh man, what's our time frame on these scans? Time frame on, not Memnus. Where is it at? Eve. Is this the one? Yes. Accepted. Deadline. 3 years and 247 days. I think we're okay. We got 3 whole years from year 2. Oh. So we got to get it done by the end of year 5? Yeah, something like that. Well, it was close to the end of year 3 here, right? Yeah, close to the end of year. There's more than 365 days in the Kerbal year? What? Ugh, that makes no sense. Anyway, that kind of answers that question for us. Kind of. All right, let's get rid of it. Close the alarm clock. Done good at that. All right, so I guess the only thing to do would be to like pick another mission if we wanted to try and start something else. I got to repair a satellite on the moon, and I also had another one around the moon, didn't I? Wasn't there something else around the moon? No. Where was the other moon one? Moon related one. Attach a part to a satellite on the moon and repair a satellite in orbit of the moon. So we got 2 repairs to plan for. Now, because 30 minutes is not enough time to plan those missions and execute them, I think we are going to wrap up a little early today. I apologize. I am going to, between this week and next week, I'm going to make a backup of my save file. I'm going to attempt to re-edit it and change the name of those guys. And by those guys, I mean the crew of the voyage, Indigo Voyage. Buy that. Good place to end the stream anyway. We'll go see how much science we earned during these couple of missions. It was probably a little bit. 73. Transmit science. But yeah, I am going to figure this out. Anyway. So I've got one of these guys I've spoken for. This is going to be Bardwick. The Bard Mason. Now, these other 2 guys, I haven't got a name for them yet. So hopefully between this week and next week, I will come up with a name for these guys off of my Patreon, or off of, off the audience. I probably will name one something Knock related and something Darkfire related, because them guys are always here. You guys are always here. Thank you so much. And I appreciate it. And I'm going to figure out how to name these. If you guys want to drop me a message on Discord, what you would like their names to be, or, what you'd like your Kerbal name to be, I haven't decided who's going to be the girl yet. Maybe I'll make the girl Jonathan and name it after my wife because she supports me more than anyone else could possibly imagine. Why are we not facing the sun? We should be facing the sun. For that solar power. Probably because we made an adjustment at some point. What is that over there? You guys see that? What is? Oh, is that Kerbin? That's Kerbin, I think. It's way over there, though, right? Feels like it's way over. It's not that far away because I can kind of see it there. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get that done between next episode, or between this week and next. We will get these guys renamed, but I still do need 2 names, and I'm counting on you, Nock and Darkfire, to name them. Because I don't think anybody else is going to step up and do that. Anyway, I had a good time today. We are back on track. Hopefully we can stay on track, and we will continue the journey of Indigo next week. Come back in a little bit for some Deep Rock Galactic. There's been an update, and we're going to be going and checking it out. So come back in a little bit for that. But guys, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you later.